Hello everyone, you have Royce here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode we're going back to discussing the trifasciata species, and right now what you're looking at is the trifasciata cultivar named as Banded Nelsoni. So I'm not really sure if this was named after the discoverer of the trifasciata Nelsoni I, which is Oscar Nelson of Miami, Florida in 1944. He was the one who introduced the trifasciata Nelsoni I. Like you hear me say, Nelsoni I is ending with the double I letter, which is not supposed to be with cultivars. You're not supposed to name cultivars ending with double I's because they're reserved for species. So back then they didn't know that Rarity I and Nelsoni I were part of the trifasciata species. That's why during that time they used double I to spell the what they named the plants after, which is not supposedly. So this one that I'm showing right now has lost the double I at the end, so it is now referred to as trifasciata Banded Nelsoni. So I guess it is named in honor with the discoverer of trifasciata Nelsoni I, which is Oscar Nelson. And the difference is Nelsoni I, they are pure solid green in form, and they are about compact size. So you folks have seen me shown you Sansevieria trifasciata compacta. That is a solid green trifasciata that is quite narrow in leaf width, and it belongs to the mid-size length of the leaf of trifasciatas. That means it grows under 2 feet but more than 6 inches. So they're like the mid-size but narrow leaf, and they are variegated with yellow. However, the base color of the plant is same as what I'm showing you right now. It's solid. It's dark green, not really solid, because I'd be discussing it in the future. But I would say that they're not solid green because you can see faint bandings on the adaxial part of the leaf. When I say adaxial again, it's the front or top part of the leaf. This is the back part of the leaf. Usually the back part of the leaf would show you more of the pattern. So as you can see, the difference between, I'm showing you the adaxial and the abaxial. Abaxial is the back part of the leaf, or the bottom. If you're having it on a or seeing it laterally, then that's the bottom part of the leaf. But it is the back part of the leaf, as what I'm showing you right now, which is referred to as abaxial. Usually they would show you more evident bandings compared to the front part of the leaf or the adaxial part of the leaf. So Sansevieria trifasciata Banded Nelsoni has faint bandings on the front part of the leaf. However, it was called Banded Nelsoni because of the white bandings on the side. I guess they are not very particular on the minimal bandings that are showing on the base coloration of the leaf. Instead of, they were emphasizing on the white bandings on the sides of the leaf, which are called margins. So I wouldn't really say it's banded that way, if you get my drift. Because bandings can be shown laterally, horizontally, and they are pertaining to the bandings that are existing uh, vertically. So these are the vertical bandings, and they failed to mention that there are vertical bandings on the base coloration of the leaf. So the bandings, however, I would explain it as the bandings located on the base color of the leaf. They are not considered as variegations. What we consider as variegations are the margins that are found on the sides of the leaf, and that is the same bandings that they referred to when they named it Banded Nelsoni. So, to be precise, though, I would call these bandings, vertical bandings, as margins, not as really as bandings, but they're vertical, or they're considered as margins because they're located at the sides of the leaf. So, and then they are variegations. So once again, I always explain that variegations that occur at the sides of the leaf, especially with trifasciatas, they are called marginations. They are type of variegations that exist on the sides of the leaf. There are more types of variegations that we will be discussing in the future. You can have variegations on the central part of the leaf. They could be striations. Striations are also variegations, but they are variegations that are found on the center part of the leaf. So there are a lot of variegations that we are going to discuss. However, right now we are discussing the banded trifasciata, banded Nelsoni, and the margins are white, and they are existing at the the variegations are white and they are existing at the sides of the leaf, therefore they are marginations. So aside from that, banded Nelsonis, they are I would classify them as part of the dark green clones of trifasciatas because they're really dark in color. If you leaf propagate them, if you have read some posts or information about banded Nelsoni, they would say that they will revert to just the green trifasciata. However, I would not be so sure because once you see that it is a dark green clone, there is a chance of it, if you leaf propagate it, you would end up having green form, and at times you will be having a pure dark green clone, or sometimes there are all white, just white leaf propagations, but they don't last, they immediately die. So if you can see trifasciatas that are dark green forms, I wouldn't be so sure that they will only produce green trifasciatas when you leaf propagate them. They may produce a pure dark green leaf, which is the dark green clones. So we are discussing about the clones of trifasciatas. After these, I will be showing you the pale green clones. There are the lighter green colored clones of trifasciatas. Right now it's a dark green clone. Then you have the normal base form trifasciatas, which is just the common green form, or the basic form of trifasciatas. So that is how I would classify the base coloration of trifasciatas, aside from the marginations that can be found. What I'm showing you right now are the having white variegations. You could be having yellow variegations on trifasciatas. You could also be having Aside from the base color of green, they could give you a variegation of pure dark green, which I will be featuring on future episodes. Might be on the next two episodes of featuring trifasciatas. I will show you very unique variegations that occur on Sansevieria trifasciatas. But right now, we're just discussing Sansevieria trifasciata Banded Nelsoni, and I guess that's all I can discuss for now. The leaf tips, the smoothness or texture of the leaf surface, we wouldn't be discussing that because we already discussed that on the previous cultivars. It wouldn't change because we are discussing trifasciata species right now. So leaf tips, I'll just show you for the benefit of showing you, but again I will tell you that all trifasciata leaf tips would just be the same. There are exemptions though, and I will be showing you on the future episodes, because trifasciatas they really have a lot of cultivar, and it's very hard to say. Everything's not set in stone when we're talking about trifasciatas, but you will be I will be sharing you some unique trifasciatas after I would be finished with all the sizes. Right now we're still discussing mostly the full size trifasciatas. There are trifasciatas that grow over 2 feet. Next one I would be discussing trifasciatas still in full length, meaning trifasciatas growing in about more than 2 feet but having narrow leaf. The leaves are about 1 to 1.5 inches thick. That's the width of length or width of the leaf of the trifasciatas that we're going to discuss next. Right now, if you can see my fingers, these are trifasciatas that would measure about 1.5 to 2 inches thick width. So the next ones would be just right about this size, and they are the Banded Sensations. They will be next on the list that we'll be discussing after we're done with the full sizes of trifasciatas. So I still have my trusty 24-inch ruler and to measure this specimen. You can see that it's just about 19 inches for now, but it will grow longer than that, longer than 2 feet, as I see on the other specimens that my friends have. Right now my specimen though is just reaching to about 20 inches. Alright, so folks, I think this is it for the Sansevieria trifasciata Banded Nelsoni. If you like the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe so that in future I may be able to make more episodes and feature more plants for you. Your subscription will help me out in the future so I can get more plants and I can review them for you, and it helps a lot. Subscriptions and likes helps a lot, so please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you everyone.